in the DMV area, Realtor with Compass, and it is time for new listings at noon.
Today we'll be featuring a charmingly large, sun-filled 3-bedroom, 2-bath condo with parking located in Wesley Heights. We'll also be featuring a gorgeous, bright 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo with dramatic views in the heart of Dupont Circle. And lastly, we'll be featuring a spacious 1-bedroom, 1-bath condo with an office in the Bradley House in Chevy Chase.
So as you can see, we have three really great condos for you. My guest realtors today are Robin Rice of the Casaday Allison Group at Compass. And we also have Robert Hernandez of Logan Foster. He's at Logan Circle. And my last guest today is Kat Davis of Compass at Chevy Chase. So let's bring in my guest and let's get started. We got one more. Let's bring her in. Robin, here we go. Hi, guys. How's it going?
Hi.
Today?
Hi. Afternoon.
Yes. Happy Friday. How was your week?
Really good.
Robert, how was your week?
It was good. I had fun. There was a listing that came up out of the blue, and it was like one of those listings you thought would never appear because everything on your buyer's wish list kind of doesn't exist. And it came up and we got it. It was a multiple offers and it was good.
Hey, congratulations.
Yeah, nice.
For them, because they just had another baby and they've been in a small space. So I don't know what that's like, but maybe some of you do.
Reading the room.
Right. Well, that's perfect timing. Robin, how was your week?
It was good, getting very busy. The spring market is definitely upon us. Not that it's been probably a traditional year because with COVID, we kind of never had a break. But the lack of inventory, I think, is keeping us all really busy. And it's a good week, but very busy, especially getting this property ready.
Nice. And you probably have a lot more people coming out just because it's getting beautiful. So yes, fingers crossed. Kat,
a little cold today, but it's supposed to warm up next week.
Right, I saw that. Kat, how was your week?
Great, very busy. Had a great time. We, spoiler alert, did ratify a contract on the property we're going to take a look at today, which we're thrilled about. And then outside of that, I was really busy with some fundraising work, which I have not done in the past for our school, my kids' school. And it's so funny how it's the same muscles that realtors sort of stretch. And it's been really fun and eye-opening and exciting to be a part of that. So that's coming finished. And now I'm, going to be jumping back into, all things houses. So I'm excited to talk to you guys.
Awesome. And even though she just took an offer, they just ratified last night, she is taking backup offers. So if you see this condo today and you are interested, you could be a backup offer. So
that's right. That's right.
All right. So we're going to get started. We have Robin going first. Robert's going to go second, and then Kat is going to go last. So let's get started. We're going to put ourselves in the waiting room, Robin. And if you want to just talk about the neighborhood while I get your pictures ready, go ahead and do so. Okay.
Okay. Sounds great. So the condo I'm going to be showing you is in Chevy Chase. It's actually in a great location. It has a walkable score of 92. It's on Chevy Chase Drive, central to downtown Bethesda and Friendship Heights. It overlooks Norwood Park, so you get the views and kind of the nature side overlooking the park, but then you also have all the conveniences of downtown Bethesda and Friendship Heights. You can walk to Trader Joe's, walk to one of 2 Whole Foods, downtown Bethesda, shops, restaurants, stores, that kind of thing. The Bethesda community pool is not far away. The Crescent Trail is very close. Metro, really all the conveniences of downtown, but still being in kind of a park-like setting because of the Norwood Park. And Norwood Park is, there's the building. It's called the Bradley House. It's a boutique condo building. There are 37 residences in one unit. The condo itself is 1 bedroom, 1 bath, and an office. And we'll see some pictures in a minute. So there's the front entryway and the living room. The owners put in new windows throughout, and they provide an abundance of light from the park. You can see from this view the living room and kind of Norwood Park out the window there. This is from the dining room. Again, dining room into living room, and you can see the park. There are new convector units also in the unit. There's a small telework office, which gives you the perfect space to have some quiet and focus in on work when you need to. And here's the kitchen. The kitchen was recently updated, freshly painted cabinets, granite countertops, beautiful travertine floors. Here's another photo. This is the bedroom. It is a 1 bedroom, 1 bath, as I mentioned. The bedroom is a very generous size, overlooking the park. And there is a walk-in closet, which is sizable, there to the left. And then there's a small hallway connecting you to the bathroom, which was also updated recently. Marble floor and countertop, new cabinets. So it's a very fresh space. We had it recently painted this week actually, and staged by Laura Zuckerman with Wow Staging. You can see the layout here, an entryway, large living room, dining, kitchen, bedroom. There's plenty of closet space. So this is a great unit and a great building, a very nice, friendly community, and a great opportunity to be close to downtown Bethesda, Friendship Heights, everything that has to offer, as well as overlooking a park setting that has, a number of fields, playgrounds. Spring is coming up, being able to just get a blanket and sit outside in basically your backyard is a great benefit of this community.
Nice. That is a really large 1 bedroom apartment. It's just really, really cute.
Thank you.
Yeah. Go ahead. And I would say, as I was looking, one of my favorite parts about the 1 bedroom is the little office nook. That is just really cute.
Yeah.
That is so smart and so today, right? Because if, then you can have a couple even move in and still have space where you can go and take your phone calls and do your work, and the other person is, tucked away in their space too. That is so great.
Absolutely. It had been a large walk-in closet, and they have a couple of other closets in the unit. There's ample space. And so they decided to knock out, kind of push the closet in and take away kind of that hallway closet. There's another closet in the hallway. And that enabled them to create an office, and it's perfect. 2 people can work from home. And what we're hearing from all our buyers is, I need a designated place I can work. So this is, a great investment that they made.
And the glass doors were smart too, because that way, is that what you were thinking?
That's what I was going to say. Yes, so I was just going to say that. Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
Even just have phone calls. I mean, it's not, it's a nice little space.
And the building does allow pets. And what is the pet restrictions? Are there any restrictions?
25 pounds or less. They welcome pets. Mm-hmm. There is a condo association fee of $590. It's a very nice, friendly community. The owners actually lived there. It was their first home together. And so really felt, a lot of nice neighbors. There are only 37 residences. So, you kind of get to know your neighbors. It conveys with it another storage unit on the first floor and a parking space. Just a friendly unit, like always willing to, like if you're having a dinner party or friends over, they have a sign-in sheet by the mailboxes where you can ask for someone's parking space if they're going to be out of town or people volunteer it. So it's just a nice community.
Nice. And it's nice that it comes with a parking space.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
especially
awesome.
in downtown Bethesda, right? That's a great, I love that building and that neighborhood, and that park is amazing. So for people with the dogs, it's so great. It's a steal.
Absolutely. If you have a dog, I mean, if I lived in that building next week, I would be getting my blanket ready, and stretching, putting it outside on the grass and just sitting outside and enjoying the warm weather.
Yeah, nice. And do you know how many units are in the building?
There are 37 residences and 1 garage. So they count it as 38. The unit is 863 square feet.
Okay.
And, they've done updates and kept this, this unit meticulous. So it's been well cared for, and they're ready to welcome new owners.
Awesome. And then are there any other amenities in the building?
No, it's pretty basic as far as the amenities. It's really the condo. The amenities are everything that's nearby.
Okay, awesome. Which there's a lot of things that are nearby.
And keep those fees low. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Robert, do you have any questions for Robin?
Well, I like those small communities like that. I'm sure people live there for a long time, I would imagine. They don't move too quickly. Probably.
Yes. No, I do think they have quite a few number of people that have been there for a while. They do not have in their bylaws any limits on properties that can be rented out. So if an investor was interested in purchasing the property, there isn't a limit to how many can be rented out. Right now, they currently have 11 residences rented out. So there are some people that, they have to sign at least a 1-year minimum lease. So they're there for a period of time, but there are quite a few people who, live in the building and have been there for a while.
Do you have a sense of what the rent is, or what it would go for? Any idea?
I should know.
We'll
have to get back to you.
Yeah, we'll leave that in the comments.
Perfect.
So if someone wants to know, Robin, if you can put that in the comments later and let us know.
Absolutely, I will look it up.
Okay, that would be awesome. Are you having an open house this weekend?
We are doing an open house on Sunday from 1 to 3. So I'm looking forward to that, and welcoming anyone who wants to check out the place.
Awesome. And then if someone's watching later on and they have additional questions, how can they reach out to you?
They can reach me at Robin, ROBIN, Rice, RICE, at Casaday, CASADAY, Allison, ALLISON.com, or they can call me 301-655-8475.
Nice. Very good. Does anyone before we move on, does anyone else have any other questions or comments?
It's a great property. Yeah.
Thank you so much. We're excited.
Congrats.
Yes. Robin, thanks for sharing. It's great. And I love the brightness of it. And the kitchen is just huge for a 1-bedroom. That's an awesome deal with a parking spot. That's an awesome deal. So, okay. Well, Robert, you are next. Robert has a great 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo at the Lauren. So I'm going to put us in the waiting room, and Robert, you have the floor.
Yes, so we're going to Dupont Circle. So uptown, now back downtown. We're covering all places here today. So I have a 2-bedroom, 2-bath listing at the Lauren. It is a little over 800 square feet. And it's a corner property. I think it's just absolutely amazing because it's on the 8th floor. It has a northern and an eastern exposure. And if you're familiar with this particular location in Dupont Circle, it's 1301 20th Street Northwest. And this is unit 811. And you'll see that it's on the Sunderland Place side, which is great because when you're on the Sunderland Place side of the Lauren, you get to overlook the Herrick House Mansion, or museum rather. I always want to call it a mansion because it looks like a mansion, but today it's a museum. And it's really pleasing on the eyes, and you have distant Dupont Circle views. I'm sure those photos are going to be coming up here shortly. There it is. So that's the Herrick Mansion there. It's just really nice. Well, actually, that's kind of like the back of it, and then you can kind of see the garden from it. Actually, I'm wondering, is this a view from, yeah, this is actually the view from the living room. So in the living room, you have this lovely copper roof that you get to see in your view, and then other Dupont Circle views. And this was such a lovely day because the sky was so blue, and you can see that people walk around in the neighborhood even on a cold winter day like that was. And it's just, I think it's nice because you're not looking into um, directly into a neighboring brick wall. This is kind of in the distance. And then you can see the little garden that they have in the back, which is very nice. So I think we're going to continue with the other photos. So here you have a lobby, and there's a concierge there that's 24 hours. And you can see that there's a ramp for wheelchair accessibility, and that's to the elevator platform. And then you come up to the 8th floor, and then you're at the end of the hallway, which is really nice because you're the only one who lives there at the end of the hallway. So you don't really have people passing by your apartment late at night. Here's the amount of light that you can see that's coming through the apartment is generous. And here's a view of the living room toward the Herrick House Museum. And there's plenty of space for a large sofa, a chair, and then you can put your TV across the way. And they have a nice leather coffee table in the middle, which is great. This is good for meeting up with your friends before you go on a hike in Rock Creek, perhaps, or maybe just around the neighborhood. We're only 1 block from the South Dupont Circle Metro entrance, which is kind of where the Krispy Kreme donut is. And I think there's a Panera Bread as well, and other shops and restaurants in the vicinity. So it's a great location. I don't think you'll ever be bored here. And the kitchen has been updated several times throughout the years, and currently it mostly has stainless steel appliances. You can see the hall bathroom. It actually divides both bedrooms, which is convenient because you have no shared wall with the bedroom. And this is the primary bedroom. And you also have nice views of the Herrick House Museum. And there's plenty of closet space, as you can see. And I believe this is probably the view from, yeah, this is the view from the primary bedroom. So it's similar to the living room view. And it's nice because obviously you can share the views that you have in the living room. Look how blue that sky is. And you can only get this on the 8th floor and maybe above, of course. But if any floor below, you're going to be looking directly into that building. So kind of overlooking it like this, which is very nice to have. Okay, so this is the ensuite in the primary bedroom. And this is wrapped with some kind of slate stone. This is the guest bedroom. And you have views of the east, city views. And you can see there's a nice spacious closet there. I believe this is a little video clip of the bedroom view. Yeah, so you can see you have your Dupont Circle views, your city views. So that is going to get a lot of light in the morning. And if you need more views, you can always go to the roof deck, which is accessible from the penthouse level. And there we go. That's the roof deck. There's plenty of seating on this roof lounge. And during normal times, you get to enjoy the pool. It wasn't open last summer, but we'll see about this summer. Hopefully they'll open it up later on with some restrictions. And this is the on-site laundry facility, and it's managed by a third party, and it's kept up to date. This is the Metro that I was talking about by Krispy Kreme. And there is the Lauren, 1301 20th Street, number 11. The price is $545,000. The monthly fees are $917. It includes all of your typical condo services and reserve funds, but it also includes utilities like electricity, gas, water, trash, and sewer. So it's just great. It really is a good value. It might seem like a shock at first, but when you consider all of the utilities that are included, it really is a good value. And this is a perfect opportunity for an investor as well, because there are no rental restrictions in the building. As long as you have a 1-year lease, you're good. You don't have to live in the property before you start renting it out.
Nice, Robert. Those views are incredible.
Yeah, they're kind of fun. I think it's a great place if you're teleworking, because you can have one room as an office, and the other room as your sleeping room.
Yeah.
The roof deck can be your office too. You want to take your laptop up and just soak in the sun.
Yeah, as it gets warmer, I'm sure people will probably do more of that, right?
Yeah, the building definitely has people that enjoy the roof. So it's a very, I mean, even in COVID, I noticed it's pretty social. Everybody, of course, is wearing masks and keeping their distance, but it still is a place where people love to get their fresh air and enjoy the outdoors.
Now, how many square feet is your apartment?
It's a little over 800 square feet.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's probably more consistent with the more modern 2-bedroom offerings that we see in the new high rises across town. Around 800 square feet. The bedrooms are definitely big enough. Both of them are big enough for a king size bed, and you still have room for furniture. I think the proportions of everything are just perfect.
Awesome.
I noticed that too, Robert, because I was looking, as we were going through it, I was looking at how much beautiful and large dark wood furniture they have. And so I don't even think you can tell how much space it is, but it's very balanced, right? Both bedrooms even, which makes good for the investors, because a roommate situation works well if you end up with that.
Yeah,
right.
Actually, I sold a unit like this on the opposite end of the floor, and it was to investors, and I believe they're getting around, I think, $3,000 a month for a 2-bedroom in this building. For this, that's kind of what they're getting. So it has 2 separate baths, which is nice. And what makes it convenient for urban dwelling is the large closet space. When you actually open them up, you can really stuff a lot of things there. So,
nice.
That's always so important, because those new buildings, I know, sometimes I feel like they don't have a lot of closet space. So places like the Lauren are so great, because they're built in a different time. I love that building. Yeah,
it's a good building. I mean, the location is just really, it couldn't be more perfect for Dupont Circle, and especially for the price. Other 2-bedrooms, if you want to get into Dupont Circle, you're paying like $1.2 million. So, but if you're not quite there yet, this is a good entrance into the 2-bedroom condo market.
Nice. And I noticed the kitchen it's been updated. What do you know when the kitchen was updated?
I want to say probably a decade ago.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not the 1980 kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, the
1980s kitchens, when they were first delivered, in this building, they were all enclosed kitchens. So
Okay.
they brought the wall down and they kind of
Mhm.
eat-in bar. So it's, that configuration works for today's customers.
Awesome. And I like the little wine rack that they've incorporated in the kitchen. That's really cute.
Yeah, and they even had wine there.
They did. Nice staging.
Yeah, so speaking of staging, that's all the owner's furniture, obviously. It looks like it's lived in. They live out of state, and they were here kind of like a snowbird situation. And they just decided that they want to kind of simplify their life, and that's why they're doing it, or selling it. And thankfully, the wife had really lovely taste, because I thought you really didn't need to change much. Sometimes people have to take when you luck out.
Right.
The views are amazing.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll tell them you said.
Yeah.
Awesome. Are you having an open house this weekend?
No, we're going to wait till next weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we may have some rain this weekend. So in DC.
Don't tell me that, really?
No.
I'm too focused on next weekend, 60s, weather in the 60s, to pay attention to the weekend.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if anyone is watching later and they have any questions, how can they reach out to you?
Well, they can always call, text, or message me at 202-802-8446, or you can find me on Instagram, House of RBH.
Awesome. Okay. Does anyone have any other questions before we move on to Kat's listing?
I don't think so. I would expand on saying those views are amazing. I think that green, that copper roof is really cool. And the building next door is so beautiful, but you don't have to look right into it. So it's really great.
Awesome.
Great listing.
Robert, thank you for sharing. And now we're going to give you our last one. So Kat, like I said, this one just ratified last night, but they are taking backup offers. Great 3-bedroom, 2-bath condo that's in Wesley Heights. So let's bring up Kat's listing and let's get started. Kat, if you want to just talk about the neighborhood while I bring everything up,
Sure.
Go ahead. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think I'll actually just start with sort of leap off of Robert's property. Another one of the things I was thinking, the condo market in DC has been kind of tricky during this past year. The single family home market has been on fire. Most people know, but the condo market has been up and down. And I think it's up, I think, more now. And I think it's because there's so much hope around the pandemic ending, and that DC, more than that, DC is such a cool place to be in the city and still have so much access to what's outside, to parks. You don't feel so closed in like you do in other cities. And so I think that it's so resilient in that way. So here we're looking at, this is 4200 Cathedral Avenue, number 914, 3 bedrooms. We've gone 1, 2, 3. 3 bedrooms tend to be harder to find than I'd like them to be in the DC area. I don't think we have quite as many as the demand would like, but that's the living room, and it's an open-ish. It's just open enough, right? So it's open to the dining room there, which is great. This is a great entertainers and a cooks unit. Big space for hanging out, great views, 9th floor views. That kitchen wide open, so it's nice flow. And you can also put a dining room table in there that expands out into that sort of open space. So it's great. You can have a table that shrinks down to give you, that extra walking space. But when you have people over for Christmas or the holidays or whatever, stretch it out, and because that will happen again. And the kitchen was just freshly painted and let's see, new backsplash, new hardware, total facelift in there, and fresh paint throughout the entire unit. So it really, it really brightens it up. The light in the unit is absolutely incredible. And so we try to really capitalize on that. Still put a sort of a warmer coat of paint. This one is the first bedroom that you come to. Great space. All the bedrooms are really nicely sized, great views. The entire unit is views, sort of neighborhood views across. And you get a sunset view out of every room. This is the second bedroom here, which we've staged as an office, and it conveys with a nice Murphy bed. So easy peasy, it's already ready to go for those guests or, what have you. It's double use in that space. Big closets. There are a couple of really big hall closets, and the bedrooms have really good closet space as well. This is our hall bathroom, nice and freshly painted, sort of got that classic blue tile look in this older building, which is kind of coming back. I feel like people really find that charming now. The building was built in 1957, and so we all recognize sort of that tile. It's kind of fun. Glass doors, handheld shower in both bathrooms. This is the primary bedroom. Again, those incredible views. Very good sized bedroom. It's got 2 walk-in closets. And all bedroom closets in this unit are built out. So in this one, you've got lots and lots of hanging space. And in the next one, you've got some shelving space for all those shoes and a drawer for your jewelry and whatnot. Really great closet space. You can see there the crystal doorknob. This is the primary bath. Oh, sorry. But yeah, I was just going to point out the crystal doorknobs. I love those so much. Those are throughout this unit. Really nice details, and there's nice trim work too. I'm not sure that we captured that in the picture. But this is a primary bath. So again, those cute blue tiles, everything's just nice and bright, and updated and welcoming. So this, let's see, we have, and that's new light fixtures throughout. We did do kind of a refresh throughout the entire unit, and I think it ended up looking really nice. You can really refresh a unit without breaking the bank, and we proved it here. So very excited about having our contract on that, but also happy to take a backup until those contingencies are out.
Awesome. I kept that picture in there because that was my favorite. I came back to that one, just so you know, but I'm going to take it out so we can bring Robin in.
Yeah.
But
what I love about that picture is that you can see that's sort of what I meant about the kitchen being just open enough, but not too open. So like you've entertained and you're not alone while you're cooking and whatever. And you're not alone if you're cleaning up, but if you don't want to clean up and put those dishes in there, you go to the living room and nobody's looking at it, so it's both. Yeah.
It's a little hidden. I love the layout. I also love the details around the kitchen, around the ceilings with the walls of the cutout. Like it's just very well done. It's bright space. So, it looks large, and the dining room and living room looking out. I think it's a great layout. And 3 bedrooms is harder than it should be to come by.
It is.
I remember this layout because I actually sold something on the 7th floor, the same tier, 714, a few years ago.
Yeah, there's not that many of them. Yeah.
No, and they're just huge. I mean, the living room. I remember there was like really large furniture pieces. I mean, like very large curios and sofas and huge tables, and it's definitely a luxurious feeling space.
Yes.
And the area is so tranquil. This particular area, what I love about it is that little the woods that you have access to between all the condos and the co-ops that are nearby. You have that woods trail that's in between all of that, and you can just really go out there and just kind of have some time for yourself.
That's right. Yeah, no, it's really beautiful. And I'm glad you said that, Robert, because I forgot to mention it's very close walking distance to those little shops on New Mexico Ave. There's a Chef Jeff's, there's the Wagshalls and all of that. But you're also in the middle of the neighborhood. So it's nice and quiet and serene, which I think we're all kind of appreciating a little bit now. But you still feel that city living. So, and there is there's one garage parking space, 24-hour concierge service. So you kind of get the best of both worlds in this building. It's really a great deal.
I think it's a great deal. That kitchen is it looks like a chef's kitchen.
With that double oven.
Yeah.
I know.
I wanted to ask you about that, the oven, because the oven part is electric, and then the top of the stove is gas. Is that what we were reading? Okay.
That's right. Yeah. And I don't, to be honest with you, I don't know how old the oven is. I shouldn't have walked into that conversation, but that said, it looks to be in, very good shape. That said, the dual fuel you see a lot now in the new, like the brand new sort of lines and whatever. And that is exactly what it is there. And I had not seen before. I had seen, many different times, types of double ovens and whatnot, right? But this one is kind of cool with just the little guy and the normal size. So you can put your little casseroles or sides or whatever, just keep stuff warm in the one side and then keep cooking everything. I mean, really in a condo, you don't see those kind of appliances. The fridge was really nice too, that French door fridge. So I was impressed at what there was there.
Yeah. And then, go ahead.
Also, if I remember, this too is at the end of the hallway, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So these end of hallway units, what I love about them the most is that you and the neighbor across the hall are the only ones that go down there. So you don't really have people running, sometimes traffic in these large, high density buildings can be a little tedious.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. There's no running through the hallways that you can hear. Because the many times I was in there, I thought, gosh, I never hear anybody. So and it's also the concrete walls, which I think probably from the era of both of your buildings too.
Yeah, my unit has concrete walls as well. It's so quiet.
So important for people these days, I feel like, because, working in these condos, you can sort of feel, that people feel like they're living in closer quarters because they're home more. And when you don't hear your neighbors, you're much more likely to get along with them.
Right.
Be more relaxed.
Kat, I had a question. The room that had the Murphy bed, how large is that room? I was just wondering.
I don't know the exact dimensions. If the Murphy bed is a full size, there's still plenty of space around it. It's probably, this is a shot in the dark. I don't know. You can check out the 3D and do the measurement on my website. But it's probably 12 by 12. I don't know.
Okay.
You're right.
It's decent.
I think you're right.
Size.
That's what I remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the 14th tier is just such a cool tier.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Nice. And are you guys, well, you're not having an open house because you're under contract. I was going to ask you that. But if anyone has any questions, they're watching it and they're like, I don't care that it's under contract. I would like to be a backup offer. I want to find out some more. You never know, in this market. How can they reach out to you for questions?
Yes, thank you. And I've gotten to know some of the other owners within the building too. And so, if you're interested in the building in general, definitely reach out also. But the easiest way is my email is cat with a K, catcanhelp@gmail.com. Or you can always text or call me 703-856-1852. I can help you in Maryland, Virginia, or DC.
Nice. Okay, guys, we are almost out of time, but do we have any last questions or comments for Kat about her unit? Last comments?
We're very excited for you that it just was ratified, and I hope you get some backup offers.
Thank you. I should also give a shout out to Laura Zuckerman with Wow Staging. Robin, I know that you said you used her too. Incredible. In fact, we may be making a deal selling the package. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, people loved her staging. So definitely happy to have her.
Does a phenomenal job.
Oh, I was going to say, the staging in both of your places was really great. And it was the same stager. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, that's right.
It's called Wowed Staging, WOWED.
Okay, awesome. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. Thank you, Kat, for being here today. Robert, thank you for being here. Robin, thank you. Thank you guys for coming and sharing your listings with us. And thank you guys for watching us at New Listings at Noon, where every week I bring on realtors in the DMV area, and they come on and they talk about current listings that they have on the market. I'm Karen Ringo, and we will see you soon. Bye.
Thanks, Karen.
Bye. Thank you, Karen.